Hi, how are you? I'm Jorge Antonio Vallejos, and you're watching BlackCoffeePoet.com. We've been celebrating Black History Month at BlackCoffeePoet.com, and I've got a very special guest today, a professor of Black Feminisms.
My name is Erica Neegan, and I teach Black Feminist Theory here at University of Toronto.
So, Erica, you're stolen from Africa, now living in the stolen land called Canada. Can you explain to me what is Black Feminist Theory?
Well, Black Feminist Theory is informed by the history of Black women. Historically, Black women's experiences were excluded from feminism itself, or mainstream feminism. And so Black feminism came out of the experiences and the history and the struggles of Black women at that time. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you teach your class? And what are you trying to get your students to take away from Black Feminist Theory?
Well, we talk about Black feminism, and is it really necessary to define our feminism? What are the principles that inform Black feminism, right? And also, what is it about? What is at the basic core of Black feminist theory? What is it that we try to do when we talk about Black feminist theory? Is it exclusive to Black women? That kind of thing.
Okay, all right. So what do you want to leave viewers of BlackCoffeePoet.com with in terms of a very quick, short statement of Black feminist theory and maybe a little recommended reading list?
That Black feminism is about including the experiences of all women, especially women who have been marginalized, and anyone can use that body of theory and see how it fits in their lives, in the history, in their own history, that is relevant, that is not just about Black women. Because the one thing that Black feminism strive not to do is to exclude other people. And so it's inclusive of everyone, and it's concerned about the oppression of all forms of oppression. So you could be a male who identify as a Black feminist. It's not just about Black women, although the name may seem that way. A lot of people often wonder, am I in the right place? But yeah, it's for everyone.
Okay. So, we're on stolen land here, and I know that, Aboriginal people are very important in your life. Well, your son is Aboriginal, and your husband and stuff like that. Can you talk a little bit about the relations between Black folk and Aboriginal folk, the similarities, and how does that fit into Black History Month?
It's a very, very important relationship that oftentimes we don't hear about. We may hear about stories from people, but you don't really read about it, not as yet. I know in the US a lot is now coming out about that important relationship. In a Canadian context, there's not enough. And you really see how in many ways colonialism has divided the two groups, but there are a lot of similarities and there are many differences. And it's important for both groups to see what the commonalities are and use that as a framework to work together. Black History Month is very important because of that connection with Aboriginal people. There's relationships there, and that's a very important part of Black History Month that we also don't often hear about, that needs to be talked about. And I think in the future, with so many First Nations children who also have a parent who may be from another culture, you'll see more and more Blacks and people who are mixed with Aboriginal talking about that history, I think, from their perspectives. The younger generation, there's a whole new generation of children in Toronto under 20 who are mixed with Black and First Nations. They have both blood running through their veins. So I think you'll see more of that and hear more of that in the future.
Okay, let's end off with, you've seen Black History Month for many years now. What's missing, and what do you want to see from Black History Month?
Well, the thing about Black History Month is a lot of people have fought really, really hard to get it, and I think it's really necessary to have it, but my wish is that it didn't exist. There wasn't a need for it in the sense that all people's cultures or histories were already part of that curriculum, so there's no need to have this month. It's good because, as I said before, many of our ancestors and other people have fought to have this month, but it would be nice that we didn't need it, and and that it was already ingrained in the curriculum, and it's not impossible by any means. All cultures, all histories, Aboriginal history, Black history, all people should be part of the curriculum. It should not just be a one-sided perspective.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw an interview with Morgan Freeman once, and he said Black History Month is ridiculous. You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Yes, and to be honest with you, sometimes I even forget that it is, because I try to do Black history every day of my life. It's not just that 1 month and then, you know, so, but then again, I appreciate the struggles that people have put into trying to get this month at the same time, given the situation that we're dealing with.
So could you give readers just a short recommended reading list that you think they should be reading in Black History Month, literature or theory, whatever it may be?
You know, as for Black feminists, I definitely recommend Dr. Joki Wan, because she put that body of knowledge, she formalized it, and, you know, she started writing about it. People like Dion Brand, Dr. Joki Wan are two of the women that I really, really suggest that people start with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Erica, and thank you for joining us here at blackcoffeepoet.com. Please spread this to your friends. We've got a YouTube channel at blackcoffeepoet.com, and there's a slot here on the right side of your screen where you can enter your email address and, you know, subscribe to the magazine. So please stay tuned. We got big things coming up for International Women's Day. We got big things coming up all year round at blackcoffeepoet.com, and we thank you for joining us. Take care.